Hey, and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a pretty big build, so it will be a slightly longer video than usual, but hopefully you enjoy it. I thought while we waiting, I'm sure I'll ramble on about the actual build itself at some point, but I thought I'd give you guys a little life update. So me and my husband recently celebrated 10 years of being married, which is absolutely insane. I got married when I was 19, and the fact that I've now been married a third of my life is just the weirdest, but also like somehow I don't really like basically my childhood was my time before I got married, and then as soon as I became an adult I was like, okay, marriage and kids now. I'm like, I know that's not for everybody, and like it shouldn't be, but I think it's definitely been for me. Like I can comfortably say that that was my life goal since I was a kid, was to get married and have kids, and now I have done so. And obviously there's been times when I've been like, oh my god, this is hard. But like there's also been times when it's been like the best thing in the world, and I won't change it. So I just humble brag. But yeah, we had a really cool party and went away for the night without the kids, which was really nice. And like the hotel we went to, we didn't pay much for it, like by hotel standards, but like it was way fancier than either of us were expecting, so that was like extra nice. And yeah, there's some pictures on Discord if anybody's part of the Discord. If you're not, I will try and remember to link it in the description. You're more than welcome to come and join in, keep track of when I go live, like in real time on Twitch as well. I really liked that bathroom, but it did create a lot of roofing problems. I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that's the master bath. We actually did both the bathrooms downstairs for some reason. I'm not really sure why I did that. Like usually you'd have a bathroom upstairs and maybe like just a toilet room downstairs. But honestly, like I wasn't sure there was going to be an upstairs to start with, but there was just so much floor space. I was like, I'm going to build an upstairs. Not, that sounds silly because I'm like, there's so much floor space, I'm going to add more floor space. But it was like, I'm going to build the stairs to take up floor space. I could have done it a lot better, I will admit. The way it turns out, it is a bit funny looking, but I think it gives it character, because I had so much space. You'll see later, but there was just so much space left that wasn't taken up, and I didn't know what I was doing. And there's actually 2 living rooms, so there's like we've got a couple of guests over. Let's slap them in the living room right by the front door, and then we have like the living playing space with this giant sofa and all these toys, and this like play area, which is going to go upstairs, which you won't see until a little bit later. I thought it was cute because there's like 4 bedrooms, I think. Yeah, 4 bedrooms. So there's the potential for like quite a big family unit here, and then if we built on a basement or something, or yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was a good idea. I struggled so much with this space. Okay, I wanted to just have the room and then the big glass window wall, but I couldn't figure out how to do it like that, and I've watched a bunch of tutorials now and figured it out. So toward the end, I think, or maybe between recording the downstairs and the upstairs, I fixed it and it works a lot better now. But this first bit, I swear to God, I struggled so much, and then like I made it functional for all intents and purposes. Like Sims can get in there, they can have a little dining area, the little, go to the bar. Those cute little wicker chairs can be sat at, and fireplace. But lighting didn't work. So like in the day it's fine, right? Because there's natural light coming through. But at night time, there was nothing. So I slapped so many different lights in there. And then now it's fixed. It's going to be... it's going to be pretty bright in there, I think. So my challenge this time to myself was to not use blue. Because I use blue in all of my builds, all of my renovations, unless there's like a specific set color that I'm using. So like for the Not So Berry one we did, that was pink. And then for some of the ones that the twins' mum did, there was like specific colors like red or brown or whatever. So I tried to stick to them. But if I'm just left to my own devices, I slap blue on everything. So my challenge for this was to not use blue at all unless it was like a minute part of another color. So we tried to go for more like browns, greens and whites. So kind of like essentially like a creamy white kind of vibe with wood and plants. I did use like green, as in like green on the walls and stuff, and I used some pink upstairs, you will see later. But yeah, essentially I've tried to keep it very neutral, natural neutrals. I don't know what to say there. I wonder if maybe like I stopped then and was just talking to somebody because or changing videos or something, because I watch YouTube videos while I'm building. It helps me keep my focus, weirdly enough. But yeah, this is the kitchen. I wanted it very the room to be very open plan, but then I ended up kind of closing it off in a way. Like technically it's still open plan in the sense there's no walls and doors stopping the room and making a new room, but there is going to be a room that pokes out right in the middle of this room that kind of separates the rooms apart. But yeah, I really liked this little breakfast table built into the counter kind of vibe. And one of the main things I went into this, I looked on Pinterest before doing this for inspiration, because like I said, I'm used to just bluing everything up, so I needed some inspiration. But what I wanted more than anything was a coffee bar. Now I do not have coffee in real life. I'm not a coffee person. I'm a tea and a hot chocolate person. Got a cup of tea right here next to me, but it may or may not have gone cold. But that's why I put the little tea sachet thingies in there. Honestly, like, it is one of my favorite parts of the house. It's just so stinking cute. I put like a little brick wall behind it, there's a little shelf above it, and the big coffee pitcher, there's like a little fancy coffee machine and fairy lights, and it's just the cutest. I can't even. I couldn't decide what brick colour, because I thought the dark brick was it stood out a bit too much, but I didn't want the brick to just be overlooked, because I think it is really cute that there's like a brick wall there, and there is like technically like a separate part of the kitchen, like it's been separated off by a little thing, what they called hole thing, words. Anyway, yeah, so separated out the kitchen into having the little coffee area. I did just use this because after I got so frustrated with the whole window wall situation, I was like, oh, they need another bathroom. Designing bathrooms is not my strong point. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good bathroom if it looks nice, but like, I do not have the like, my mind doesn't go to like how to make bathrooms pretty. Bathrooms are just like a toilet and a bath, and like, you can make bathrooms pretty. There are very pretty bathrooms, and I think having a bath in a pretty bathroom is like great, and it really adds to the experience. But my brain, I'd already done one bathroom and that took everything out of my little bathroom brain. I just can't. But yeah, I really like the fancy master bath for sure. And apparently in America it's more common for the biggest bathroom to be attached to the master bedroom, and obviously in my experience there is a master bathroom, which is kind of like the family bathroom, and then the master bedroom might have like a little shower and a toilet and a sink, if there is even one attached to the master bedroom. Everywhere I've lived hasn't had an ensuite, but a couple of like people that I know have had like ensuite in their parents' bedrooms. But that's the goal one day, is to get an ensuite. So yeah, this is the weird shaped room, but it ends up being a nursery. It's very cute. I'm not sure if it ended up in the screenshots that you'll see later, but I play tested it with a family, and the toddler fell asleep on the rocking horse, and it was the cutest. So I have used custom content in this build, by the way, in case anybody is wondering. What was I saying? Oh yeah, bathrooms. I'm great at this, honestly. And yeah, so I thought it was really cool when I found that out. I really like the idea of that. But a lot of places I've been looking at, because we're looking to move soon, with like 3 or 4 bedroom houses, is that they'll have like upstairs they will have like a family bathroom, and then downstairs they'll just have like a toilet and a sink situation. So like there's enough toilet for people to use and not be like queuing for the toilet all day. But only one room has a bath. Anyways, that's enough about toilets and bathrooms. This is the jungle room. It is the toddler's room. It is one of my favorite rooms, even though it's the weirdest shape. Oh, we've just moved on from that now. Yeah, I felt like there was so much floor space. I think I'm better at decorating houses that have been pre-built than I am, like shell challenge kind of things, than I am with building houses, because I always start too big. Always, every single time. That's why recently I've been doing like more like cozy houses with like smaller rooms, because I find them a lot easier to furnish. I struggled with this so much. I wanted there to be like a wall, but like the fence didn't meet up with the window. It was so weird. So I think I did sort that out eventually. I think that really looks a little bit weird. It does all look a little bit weird because the way you have to fix the way you have to put the window, the big wall window thing, using roofs. I realised, of course, I could have done it more like a conservatory, where it was kind of like a wall and then a rounded top. And that could have worked, and probably would have been a lot easier to build and sort out, and it probably looked better overall. But I really wanted that rounded, like right from the floor rounded kind of thing. So I went for it, you know. I just stuck with that. Lesson learned though, next time I will probably just do more like a conservatory with all the windows and then the rounded top roof. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I had so much trouble with the roofing because it classed the bathroom, because of the way that I built the like raised up bit. It thought it was outside, so I don't think you can see it, but there's like a little gap in the right underneath the roof there. You just saw it just there. But and then like the border thing that goes around the top of all of downstairs to separate the downstairs and upstairs, like outside kind of thing. That all goes into the bathroom, which I think you can see on the screenshots. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it annoyed me, but I was like, no, I've spent way too much time on this build already. Just let it be. It's functional. It works. I mean, I haven't seen what happens when it snows or rains, so fingers crossed it works then. I did put a roof on it, so it should be okay. Anyways, so yeah, I built outside a little pool, like a patio deck thing. I should have put like a barbecue or something out there, but that's something, you know, we could add later during like gameplay. I didn't do much in the back garden thinking about it, but I guess that's just open space for the kids to play. I did put some really cute stuff in the front garden. You'll see that later. But right now we're doing the massive couch, the living play area. Sounds like sciencey, I don't know. But yeah, big sofa, big rug, big living space. I wanted plants in there, but they felt like really weird just randomly out there, so I put a fireplace in to give them like something to pull them in, to gravitate towards, if that makes sense. And then I was just like, slap everything on the walls. We can't leave these walls blank. It has to be like the family room, you know what I mean? Oh, this bit I really love. I changed the colour of these bookcases to match the shelf. There you go, done. Because I was like, no, this isn't right. But I built like almost like a little den underneath there. So it wouldn't be much because it's just a shelf. But it's so stinking cute. It's just like a little bit for them to sit. There's cushions, there's a rug. It's adorable. So yeah, I just put a lot of toddler and child CC went into this room with the pillows, the toys, the little basketball hoop and the oven. All of that stuff is so no promises, but I will try and get a link for all the toddler CC, or at least the main bits of it. The functional toys, highly recommend. The animations for them are great. They're just really adorable. Much like that room, which is now finished, more or less. I just think I stuck some windows and some curtains and stuff in. But yeah, I really like it. It makes me so happy. Thinking of like my Sims playing in there while the mum and dad like watch some TV or something like that. It's like family nights in there, like movie nights and things. This one I struggled with. The L-shaped room, it's so tiny. Like, I don't know what in real life you'd even use this space for other than maybe like storage. But I decided to slap a little chess table and a desk in there. And I think I put an easel in as well. So it's kind of like a little mini office. I think it's actually technically bigger than one of the bedrooms I had when I lived with my parents. Well, my dad. But, you know, such is life. When you're building nice houses, rooms are going to be bigger than what you had in a teeny tiny... Well, it wasn't... It was a nice house, but like just that room was like a box room kind of thing. Anyway, this landing, I struggle with landings. I've said in previous videos, but this landing, I just breezed through and I thought it looked so freaking cute. This bit, however, not so much. I still don't know how I feel about it now, but I think it looks nice and fancy. But I'm not sure how realistic it is. There is like floating floor. Like maybe I should have just deleted the floor or something and just left it as a big hole. I don't know. But it is what it is. You'll see in the screenshots later. It's pretty cute. This room originally was going to be like yellow and cat themed. But I do not have all that much cat related custom content. Or, you know, in-game, because I don't have My First Pet stuff or anything like that, so it didn't end up using that a lot. This would just be fiddling with the lights because it was so bright when I put it in, I can't even. But yeah, this room ended up being really cute. The wallpaper doesn't exactly fit in thematically. It ended up being more of like a yellowy and woody explorer kind of room. The map, and there's like a little zebra teddy over there. But yeah, it's still really cute. And then this room was smaller. I just put some drawers and a bed in it and some windows. Did struggle a lot with the curtains, you will see in a second, but I think it overall really cute. Nice little box room. Quite girly, I think. I don't know who would stay in there, but like maybe like someone who's just like super girly youngest child kind of ooh princess vibes. I don't know. I'm really happy with how the curtains turned out though in the end. And they get windows that like overlook the pool, so I don't know what's one of those things like where like your older sister's like got a really sexy friend who comes over and you can like, you know, kind of check them out while they're in their swim costume or something. I don't know. Obviously when they're older, not when they're like baby woos. Oh my god, I barely touched the back garden, other than, you know, the patio area. But I am so happy with some of the parts of the outside. This bit that I'm about to build now, so stinking cute, so stinking cozy. Having a little romantic picnic here would be like life goals, I swear. And I got to keep the big glass window in the background, so mum and dad can kind of keep an eye on you if you're out here having picnics with your friends, making sure you're not doing anything suspicious. But yeah, it's super duper cute. I can't wait to play it. Like I said, I play tested the downstairs, and then I went back and recorded me building the upstairs and the outside. So I haven't actually play tested downstairs yet, not downstairs, upstairs and outside yet. But it's all very, very cute. It's all wholesome vibes. I love it. I love it so much. I want to live in, not in this house, but in a house that has a lot of similar rooms and spaces to this house. I tried to do a little bit of landscaping. Landscaping is very much not my strong point. But I kind of I built this space and closed it with the rocks, and I just filled it up with plants. It made me very happy to see it all together. And I put a little campfire. Look, I guess there's space to put tents there. Like if with the new pack, we could have like a little friendly sleepover kind of thing going on there. That would be really cute. I got a campfire and a slide and swings. Anyway, so these are the screenshots. Enjoy, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe. I'm going to be doing speed builds every Sunday and some other videos in between, hopefully, if I remember. Thanks so much for watching.